Hello, fellow random stranger on YouTube, and welcome to the neighborhood. I am incredibly happy that you have stumbled upon this video, which is meant as an introduction to this starting channel I am about to start, called the Neighborhood Watch. This channel is meant as a sort of platform where people can learn about Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus, the countries I am passionately interested in, and where they can discuss their opinions on the future of this region, where they can receive information about the past of this region and about the current affairs of this region. And if you stick in this video for a little bit longer, I will explain everything better. First of all, here's the logo of the Neighborhood Watch. This is me, the little neighborhood watcher, and as you can see by this beautiful style, I'm horrible when it comes to anything related to technology. My logo has been made in Paint, and my video has been made in PowerPoint. But this is me, alright, and I'm proud of it. I'm not going to tell much about myself, except for the fact that I'm extremely passionate about the politics and economics of this particular region. I have studied it for a long time. I love and enjoy the conversations about it, and I enjoy teaching others about it. And what I have noticed is that a lot of people of my age are really sometimes interested in politics, but they don't know where to start. They don't know where to get information. They don't know who to talk to. And I decided that this will be the platform where they really can see, hear, and learn. So what this channel will offer is probably bi-weekly, hopefully more, tiny news videos about what has been up in Russia, about what has been up in Ukraine and Belarus as well, because these countries really work together a lot, and it's very interested in to see this relationship. There will of course be some analysis if you're interested in. As an expert, I can always offer my view on some things. You can always ask questions in the comment section or in a message where you can say, hey, I'm interested in this. And I'll be like, oh yeah, that's a fucking interesting question. Let me break it down for you and I can make a video about it. And of course, if you want, there's always going to be education on this channel. You can ask about things like, hey, why is Putin always constantly being elected? And then I will explain you the idea of how it's not always fake elections, how there's some other things that happen in the country. You can ask me, who's the current president of Belarus? You can ask me, what the hell is Ukraine? Is that even a country? And I will be happy to explain everything to you, no matter how stupid your question may be. And do expect a lot of Putin memes, but really, if you only expect this on my channel, then you will be a little bit disappointed, and it's easier for you to just Google something. Actually, in fact, let me Google Putin memes. There you go. That was incredibly easy. If you're satisfied now, then maybe you can leave. Otherwise, if you feel like something else, I offer some other things instead. I offer simple explanations to maybe difficult theoretical concepts of politics. I offer a lot of examples, and sometimes I offer quite clear analysis because I'm, in the end, quite young, so I do not know how to speak like a professor. I know how to speak like a very normal person. Second plus is that I offer up-to-date information because I work with this area. So actually I have to check on the news about it almost every single day. And I will provide news at least twice a week. So if you follow this channel, you will be able to know what's going on with Russia at least a little bit. One beautiful point as well is the fact that I am reachable. I really love talking about this topic, and because I love talking about this topic, I love being asked about this topic. You can always message me in the middle of the night. And because I'm young, occasionally I will swear. I'm completely happy about that because that just shows how passionate I'm about the subject. And you don't have to worry about me not providing reliable information because I speak fluently also Russian and Ukrainian, so together with English I am always able to provide sources and opinions that come from a different side of the neighborhood. Let's call it like that. Since I keep referring to it as the neighborhood, what exactly is it? Again, it's Ukraine, Belarus, and Russia. These are my trio of countries which I specialize in my studies and which I find incredibly interesting and incredibly useful to familiarize yourself with. And occasionally, of course, I will also talk about countries that relate to the trio. For example, how can one ignore the fact that the fact that Trump is changing relationships with Russia, or the fact that European Union was trying to get a European association deal with Ukraine. These things, if they're important, of course, will lead me to talk about other countries because it's around the neighborhood. The big question, of course, you're asking yourself now is, okay, I see this weird person in the neighborhood watch is clearly really passionate about these countries, but why the fuck do I care? Well, the answer here really is that, well, these are important countries. Let me show you something. You see this beautiful red blob over here? In fact, that's Russia. And in fact, if you're in the Western Hemisphere, somehow you happen to be quite close to it. And it's quite a big country that happens to, well, possess quite a lot of weapons, conduct quite a lot of diplomatic relations with many countries. So actually, if you are interested in politics and you don't know where to start, perhaps looking at Russia might be one option. And then let me show you something. This tiny thing over here is Ukraine. This thing over here, that's Belarus. These countries, together with Russia, occupy quite a big amount of land, basically because of how fucking big Russia is, but also together with these countries. And actually, if you're in Europe, you're quite close here to this neighborhood, and the things happening in these countries should be interesting to you, because Belarus has who Condoleezza Rice once called the last dictator in Europe, Lukashenko, who has been in power there for a long time, and they're one of the countries that still has the death sentence. And Ukraine? Well, Ukraine is just interesting because there's a fucking war going on in there. Anyways, welcome to the channel. I hope to see this channel as a platform to really start growing. I do not expect much support at first, of course, because politics is not something that interests people on YouTube. It's not gaming or anything, but it's interesting. And because I have so much love for it, I really hope to show this love somehow, maybe through microphone or something. And I really hope to create a platform which, yeah, will maybe start with this one region, but then hopefully someone from another region will offer a perspective on another place, a place where they live, a place that they care about. And maybe this will help to educate some people who are actually too scared to admit that they're not educated enough on politics or economics or just theoretical thinking. And these videos, they will watch them and they will feel like they have been enlightened, that some things have been explained. Because really, even if you're struggling for an exam that you have tomorrow morning, really these videos will attempt to be as helpful as possible. Or if you're just wondering, like, okay, what do people think about this latest move that Putin did? This is also a place to go. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you made this far, I'm really freaking impressed. Please leave a like if you support me. Leave a comment about the kind of things you think should be considered here. Or if you feel like I have missed something, if you feel like some country in the region is also incredibly important, if you want me to talk about Moldova, if you want me to talk about the 5 stun countries, I would love to. Just leave a comment, leave a like. Thank you for your support, and I hope that this first video is a start of something big and something new.